Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to Sunil Engineering Academy. I am Bharat. Today we are going to see Directive Principles of State Policies DPSPs. See what is this Directive Principles of State Policies? This is the part of the Constitution of our India, and we can see this at the time of the Constitution, part 4 of the Constitution, friends. Okay, and in articles DPSPs come from 36 to 51, and this is a novel feature of the constitution and has been taken from the Ireland, friends. So these are the important points. Articles 36 to 51 gives the directive principles of state policies, and it belongs to the part 4 of the constitution. And actually we have copied in our words, if we want to say, we have copied it from the or borrowed it from the Ireland, friends. Actually this concept is the latest development in the constitutional government throughout the world at the time of the framing the constitution late in 1947, friends. Okay, with the growing of the acceptance of welfare state. See, for a utopian society or a welfare state, Constitution of India has given some directions for the country or for the state, friends. Okay, and the principles that the state to follow so that it can become a welfare state is nothing but the directive principles of state policies. Okay, it has made some policies so that if we follow these policies, then our state will become the welfare state. In this motto they have developed this DPSPs, friends. They are in the nature of directions or instructions given to the state, friends. Okay, Article 37 says that the directive principles are not justiciable but are fundamental to the governance of the country, and the state has the duty to applying the DPSPs, friends. Here you have to uh, remember this important Article 37, because we have earlier seen that fundamental rights are justiciable. In the sense, if there is a violation of fundamental rights, you can go to the court, friends. You can go to the court. But if you doesn't have this, if there is a violation of directive principles of state policies, you cannot go to the court, friends. These are just a directions for the state to have a welfare state, friends. The reason is that for making a DPSPs explicitly unjusticiable, or that they require resources. See, center may give the directions such that let the children have free education till the PG, but where is the resource for that state? That should be considered, friends. So these kind of directions will guide the state to form the policies to get nearer or better towards the welfare state, and these are not justiciable, friends. So if there is a violation in the DPSPs or this directive principle of state policies, no one can go to the court and say that see, our government is not giving free education from LKG to PG. Okay, and actually which the state may not have at present at the time of adoption of the constitution. Actually this is considered at the time of adoption of the constitution in 1950, friends. But later on they said that DPSP can be justiciable, but till now it is not justiciable even after having these many years of independence, friends. Okay, okay, part 6 deals with the directive principles of state policies. Briefly we will go through what is Article 36, Article 37, 38, 39, 39 up to 51. We will see what are the DPSPs. Okay, In the Article 36, the definition of the state is given the same as the definition of state in the Article 12, friends. Okay, and 37, application of the principles contained in this part. How we can apply these principles or directions in our state, friends. In Article 38 states state to secure a social order for the promotion of the welfare of the people. It directs the state to have a social order to promote the welfare of the people, and certain principles, Article 39 says that certain principles of policies to be followed by the state, and also center says that you have to follow this policy, something like that. It is saying certain principles, or it says that it is mandatory to follow. 39A gives the equal justice and free legal aid, friends. You can see there are some poor people who are coming to the court, friends, and court allots the government advocate for them to speak behalf of them, friends. So it is given by the government, which comes in the Article 39A, that is free legal aid, friends. Okay, 40th, organization of village panchayat, right to work, to education, and to public assistance in certain cases, friends. Okay, in 42, provisions for just and humane conditions of work and maternity relief, friends. Okay, 43 is living wages etc. for workers. 43A, participation of workers in management of industries. Article 44 says uniform civil code for the citizens. Article 45 says provision for free and compulsory education for children. Article 46 says promotion of educational economic interests of the SC, ST and other weaker sections. Article 47 says the duty of the state to raise the level of the nutrition and the standard of living and to improve the public health. This is countering the malnutrition in the children, friends. Okay, in Article 48 says the organization of agriculture and animal husbandry. 48A, protection and improvement of environment and safeguarding the forest and wildlife, friends. 49, protection of monuments and places and objects of national importance. 50 says that the separation of judiciary from executive, friends. Okay, 51 says that promotion of international peace and security. Okay, we have seen from Article 36 to 51, but you have to remember from which what article comes when, friends. Okay, if you see, there is a easy way to remember these articles. You are starting with 36. You all know that every part start with the, usually the starting part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4 starts with the definition of state, friends. See, even here Article 12, that is part 2, also starts with the definition of state. Okay, first one is definition, you have to remember, and next comes the application, that is 37. 38 is, okay, how to apply these principles by having a social order. Okay, and government says certain principles of policies should be followed. That is till 39, friends. 39A, equal justice and free legal aid. 40, you can remember 40. In 40 you can see O, 40 is O, 4O, organization of village panchayat, friends. Okay, 41 is, here from village most of the people will be working, and they also have the right for education and public assistance in certain cases, friends. That you have to remember. 41. 42, you can remember that 42 is humane conditions in at the place of work and also maternity relief, friends. 43, living wages for workers. 43A, participation of management in industries. Here you can see from 40 to 43 it deals with the people. You can see the people who are in, if you consider 40, from 40 O means organization of village panchayats, friends. Okay, in panchayat, what they will decide, there is a right for working, right to education, right to public assistance, and certain. And in panchayats, usually there will be justice, friends. Okay, just and human conditions for maternity relief. 43 is living wages. 43A is workers' participation in the management of the industries. 44 is, you can see that 4 it is very easy to remember 44, friends. 4 is common in both the units place and tens place, so it is common, so it is called uniform civil code, common code for all the religions and caste, friends. Okay, 45 provides the free and compulsory education for children. 46 promotion of educational and economic interests of SC/ST and other weaker sections, friends. Okay, 47 deals with the malnutrition in the people, friends. 48 deals with the agriculture. 48 deals with the agriculture and animal husbandry, whereas 48A deals with the wildlife. First we will talk about agriculture, animal husbandry. Animal husbandry just turned into wildlife in 48A. 49 you can remember, like it is for protection of monuments and places of objects, that you have to safeguard our Taj Mahal, something like that. The government is taking steps to safeguard its heritage, friends. 50 you can remember, 50 by 50, it is sharing between the, or a separation of the powers between the judiciary and executive. Both are equal, but they have their own separation, and they have their own jurisdiction of their power, friends. 51 is simple, at last you have to promote the peace. So once you go through, then you can develop your own shortcuts, friends. And other than this 36 to 51, we can see DPSPs is mentioned in other parts of the articles, friends. If we see in 335, it claims that SC/ST and other considerations are given for the weaker section of the society, friends. In 350A, this is the duty of officers of concerned state to provide primary education in mother tongue to the people of minorities, particularly to the children of minority class, friends. In article 351, it will be duty of the union to spread the Hindi language amongst the people of India, which will develop the cultural and social element, friends. Relation between, so till now, okay, even though it stops with 36 to 51, we can see that DPSPs in 335, 350A and 351, friends. Okay, so what is the relation between FRs and DPSPs, friends? See, we have seen that the Supreme Court in various cases has evolved a doctrine or theory of harmonization. What is the relationship between FRs and DPSPs is, don't think that FRs are very different from DPSPs. Both helps the citizen. FRs, fundamental rights, helps the citizen individually, whereas directive principles of state policies, it helps the society collectively, friends. Okay, it talks about the welfare state, whereas fundamental rights talks about the welfare of a particular individual, friends. Here it has further stated that the both FRs and DPSPs are in fact supplementary to each other. Supplementary in the sense, if you buy tea, you have to buy sugar, friends. Tea and sugar go hand in hand, or tea and milk will go hand in hand. In the same way, FRs and DPSPs go hand in hand together. That's what the relation between the FRs and DPSPs. If you see the differences, then FRs is the negative obligation of the state, friends. In the sense, if the state wants to enforce some law on the people, if that law is contradictory to the fundamental rights, then it can be void. if it is challenged in the Supreme Court or any court, that enforcement by the government is limited, friends. Okay, thereby it is a negative obligation of for the state, that is for the government, friends, whereas DPSPs is positive obligation of the state. Even the center itself state tells the state to do the welfare activities in this way and that way. It gives the direction, friends. Of course, FRs are justiciable in the court of law. I have said earlier, this is non-justifiable. And foundation of the political democracy, friends. Here, through DPSP is foundation of social and economic democracy, friends. In case of conflict between fundamental rights and DPSPs, the note is that the fundamental rights would prevail ultimately, friends. Next, we will see the fundamental duties. These are based on the Japanese model taken from USSR, friends. Fundamental duties are taken from USSR. And 10 duties were included in the Indian Constitution by the 42nd Amendment Act 1976, and in the 11th duty was added by the 86th Amendment Act 2002, friends. This is very, very important. 42nd Amendment 1976. Fundamental rights and fundamental duties are correlated. 11 fundamental duties of citizens towards the state have been enumerated in Article 51A, the Part 4A of our Constitution, friends. There is no provision in the Constitution for direct enforcement of any of these duties, nor any sanction to prevent their violation, friends. Okay, the Supreme Court pointed out the foundation of the composite culture expressed in the clause of F of Article 51A in the Sanskrit language and literature, friends. Okay, this is the introduction of fundamental duties, and now we will see list of fundamental duties for citizen. We will see what are the fundamental duties: to abide by and respect the Constitution and national flag and the national anthem. So you have to abide by the rules and regulation with respect towards the Constitution of India, the national flag and the national anthem, friends. Okay. Here you can cherish and follow the noble ideas of the freedom struggle, to uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity and integrity of India, to defend the country and render national service when required, friends, to promote common brotherhood and establishment dignity of women, to preserve the rich heritage of the nation's composite culture, to protect and improve the natural environment, to develop scientific temper, humanism and spirit of inquiry, friends, to safeguard public property and abjure violence, to strive for excellence in all spheres of individual and collective activity. It can be duty of every citizen of India who is a parent guardian to provide opportunities for the education to his child or ward, as the case may be, between the age of 6 and 14 years, friends. See, these are the fundamental duties. While if you study this fundamental duties and DPSPs, then you can easily remember, friends. Then you can see the importance of the Constitution of India, friends, how good things are kept in the DPSPs and fundamental duties, friends. There is a new flag code. One can hoist the flag only from sunrise to sunset, friends. The ratio of the width to length of the flag should be 2:3. Don't use the flag as a shroud for funerals. Don't drop the flag on vehicles, friends. Don't hoist it upside down. It must not touch the ground. It must fly higher than all other flags except that of the UN and the other nations. Don't fly a damaged flag, friends. So the amendment code came into effect from January 26, 2003, friend. Okay, so I have also included new flag code. by this I think that you have come to know many good things, friends. See, DPSPs are wonderful and it directs very superbly for the state, but our unfortunateness is that DPSPs are not justiciable. Only we will it is taken as the guidelines for the state to form their policies, friends. Okay, so all this from the polity class, and you can see in the description box there is a link is given below. From there you can download this PDF, friends. Okay, please visit www.sunilengineeringacademy.com. From there you can download the PDFs of other subjects, friends. Okay, thank you, friends. We'll see in the next class.